generator, military, model MEP 003A. This is a 10 kW, 60 hertz military generator. It puts out 120, 240 single phase, and 208 three phase. And you could get 52 amps or 34 amps of 110 or 220. So 220 volts would be 34.7 amps. And this was born, I can't see that, 2 of 85 or 2 of 87. This is a big boy. This weighs 1,220 pounds. So we're going to walk around. I'm going to show you everything. There's some staining here. I don't know, paint. It's hard to see with the sun coming this way. There's some aluminum foil residue on there. That's when they had it. They had them packed for shipping. This is where you could hook it up for Delta or Y, single or three phase, and that corresponds with these 4 terminals. You'd put the wire in here, tighten this down. There's a fuel system diagram, the tie down diagram. There's where the drain is. This is the fuel tank. I believe they're 12 gallon. There's about a quarter tank of fuel in it. The tank is clean, nice. This thing is, you know, pretty nice shape. It had some old fuel in it. I drained all the fuel out. And there's the air cleaner. The air cleaner, they never get dirty. I've never seen one of them get dirty ever. Here's the exhaust, stainless steel exhaust. They're pointed down so water could never get in there. These are vents. These, as it heats up, they open and close. The batteries, these are 2, they call them seconds or blems. These are 2 model 51R interstate batteries. I made this cable up, you know, I didn't get this, some of this stuff doesn't come with it. I made this hole down here, and I put this piece of rubber roofing on there just for, well, to keep the terminals from touching it, whatchamacallit. Here's some military nomenclature numbers. There's some more of that aluminum foil. The machine is clean and dry. It's got some stickers, and they always put these numbers on them when they're getting rid of them. I bought these at Schuylkill Township, just right over the mountain from me. It's an Onan 4-cylinder naturally aspirated diesel engine. Very good motor. This is the oil that was in it. I'm not changing it. It's still clean. You can see right through it. Here's where the oil filter goes. I'll give you a filter and I'll give you a jug of oil. Here's where you drain the oil out. There's an extra hose here. Somebody added this on. You just open that valve and you put that in a storm drainer in a bucket. Here's the oil pressure gauge. It's got a manual gauge. This is the fuel rod. You don't need that, but if you want, you could stick that in like a 5-gallon jerry can. These are the fuel filters. 2 brand new, well, they're not new yet, but they will be. There'll be 2 brand new fuel filters in there. That's a fuel separator. This has all been drained, cleaned. I'm just waiting for the filters to come in. I have one, I need another one. It says change the fuel, drain them after every 100 hours. You could wash these filters if you like. Right here, there should be a thing called a bung adapter, where you would stick that in a barrel or in a 5-gallon jerry can, and then you'd be able to, if you had an auxiliary hose, you would hook it here where it says auxiliary fuel connection. You take this off, you put a hose there, but you could just stick the hose right in the barrel. These are the 2 fuel pumps, and they have filters down in here, screens. They were both cleaned and taken apart. As you can see, it's clean and straight. You know, it has, they wrote on it, you know, Napa oil filter. And it says fuel filter here, Napa fuel filter. They are the correct numbers. There's a tag. Here's how to operate it, how to start it. They all have the wiring diagram on the top. 3 meters, AC volts, percentage, that's for how much you're using. Here's your hertz meter. That goes by the speed of the engine. The faster it goes, the more hertz it makes. This machine has 1,976 hours on it, and that's for the battery to tell you where it's at charging or not charging. This is the throttle here. You push this in and pull it out. This is called the slave receptacle. All military vehicles, trucks, anything that's 24 volt has one of these. If you have the military jumper cables and something else to jump, you can. That's the ground. This is where if you drive a ground rod into the ground, you'd put the copper wire on there and hook to the ground rod. 2 convenience outlets, 110 volts. Here's a 3-pole circuit breaker, 110, 220. And then in there, I should have taken this apart, but in there's a switch, and there's 3 positions on the switch. You can see it, 120 single phase, 120 and 208, 120, 240. So you're gonna always have it pointed that way. I don't know anybody that needs 208 3-phase. There's a set of lights here. That's for nighttime operation, bear with me. I'm trying to figure my way out. So you can turn them on. And then this corresponds with the different terminals that would be hot. See, this would be 3-phase. You'll figure a 3-phase, single phase, okay? Then this has this one, the one auxiliary fuel pump. If you have that connected to, say, your oil tank, if you have a heating oil tank, or if you had an oil drum right here, if you had an oil drum sitting here, you got to run a hose from that pump into the oil barrel. And when you have this on auxiliary setting, right there, that's the pump running. If you have it on there, what happens is this set tank will fill right up to the top. When the tank is full, the pump shuts off, the generator runs. As the fuel drops down, when it gets to a certain level low, that fuel pump kicks back on, fills the set tank back up, and that'll run indefinitely until it got overheated, overjuiced, ran out of oil. But pretty much it could run forever, especially if you had like a home heating oil tank. So to start this machine, put it on prime and run. You can hear the pump running, and you'll hear it slows down. Sometimes they'll actually stop. This machine, I don't know, but that means the whole system is primed. The fuel comes in, goes through all of these, goes into there, and then that's the injector pump there. I had the machine started earlier today. I'm not going to use the glow plugs. If you wanted to use the glow plugs, I hope you heard that click. It hit that preheat. It'd count to about 20 or whatever. Say a short prayer, and then turn this. And then I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna show you the exhaust when I fire it up. I wasn't expecting it to start that quick. So we'll start it up again. You can watch that exhaust doesn't even puff, I don't think. Just a little puff. Thank you for watching my video.